Oh, my God.
Wait, were we rolling for that? Did you get that?
Yeah, I think they did.
I think it was on.
Man, that was Jackson told the funniest joke. I don't know if we were rolling.
No,
Do you want to just repeat it for our audience, Jackson?
Every time.
I think it's a secret that we'll just take on with us.
Yeah.
And enjoy
Yeah,
it.
it's
true.
too special for the boys.
You can't explain it. It's like trying to explain an inside joke. You guys got any of them that you want to explain? Got this one about pancakes.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't get it. Inside joke, bad.
Yeah.
You can try it.
Hey, Zach, that
Could
pancake
try the
joke.
Could try the pancake joke. Well, every time we cook pancakes,
Yeah.
me and Maddie will go pan, and that's about it.
Pancakes.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway,
What's the context?
there's no
That
context.
is the
That's
context.
done. That's our
Pan.
pancake inside joke.
Pan.
We were
For me,
actually
they're
on
barbecue
Rottnest.
cakes.
We were on
go on.
Rottnest this weekend.
Yeah.
You guys know that?
I did.
Viewers, I've been away on this island that used to be used for storing convicts. Not anymore. That's just a little history fact. Now it's a holiday destination, and it's gone to shit, actually.
Talk us
Wait,
through it.
really?
What happened?
Rotto has gone downhill.
What's happened? My dad
Rotto's
works
the
there.
lingo for it.
Maybe it's his fault.
Hmm?
My dad works there. It might be his fault.
What does he work as?
Like a tourist guide.
He doesn't work as like animal culling. What do they call animal control?
I don't know. It's not him.
That's what they need. They need less tours. They need more of your dad sniping crows out of the fucking trees.
You'd probably keep that a secret if you were a colour, do you reckon, of the quackers?
Yeah, if you're like a quokka murderer.
You wouldn't want to put that out there.
No, not the quackers. There's a bunch of crows now, and everyone takes their little pie from the bakery and gets swooped by like 40 crows.
I know why that is. They recently said you can't have cats outside anymore.
There was never cats on Rotto.
We're already having the
cats are not-
consequences.
There's
What do you
no
mean?
cats on Rotto.
Now it's a new rule in Perth. You can't have your cats outside.
But that's not Rottnest.
Is that actually a rule?
Yeah, it's a new rule.
Oh, I'm ahead of the curve. I got the cat netting that doesn't let the
Yeah.
cats
Is that,
out.
is that
Yes.
past?
It's the
Oh,
law.
has
It's
it
been the
passed?
law for a while.
No,
It has. My
I heard they
sister's
were
a
trying
vet
to do
nurse.
it.
it's kicked off though.
It's happening.
My parents have
Yeah.
outdoor cat. Oh shit! I mean,
I think before, I think now they've started enforcing like more fines and stuff or something. Something big.
what do you
happened.
think's the best way to keep the cat from going outside? Because I've
Probably
got cat
lock
netting.
the doors.
Lock the
But-
doors.
Yeah, but okay. My problem was I got the dog, and you need the doggy door. But the cats are smart enough to go through the doggy door. So either you make your cat way bigger than your dog
Yep.
and get a tiny doggy door,
Yep, fat cat.
or like me, you have to get cat netting.
That's
My
right.
whole
Or-
backyard is netted,
Or introduce your cat to like League of Legends.
No, never
and
go
then it'll
outside.
never go outside
Never
anyway.
outside ever again.
That's smart.
No more grass touches.
You guys
your
got
kitty
any?
cat.
Got any ways? Because the cat netting's not. I don't believe that's the optimal cat
No,
containment
especially if you had a
system.
bigger backyard, because your backyard's pretty small. Imagine you have a massive yard and you got to put a net all over it.
Yeah,
That
what are you
would
gonna
be
do?
good though, because as a kid, I always used to kick the footy over the fence, but you can't do that if you got a net. That's
I
pretty
don't
good.
think you can kick the footy full stop
Oh, that sucks.
unless you're
actually.
kicking it like
It's very
less than a
low.
couple meters in the air.
True. We could start growing cats without as many legs.
I was gonna
That's a good
say,
idea.
them?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say take
Yeah.
out the tendon that lets them jump.
Yeah, well, we've done that. Like,
This is a bit cruel.
we went from a wolf to a chihuahua. We can go from a cat to a legless cat, and it's fine.
Yeah, you know, Munchkin cats.
I didn't
they're
mean
the cats with,
legless
like,
cats.
like, you know,
It's
the
like a
Munchkin
slug.
cats.
Yeah, but you know sausage dogs, they're cute.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a legless dog.
No, it's not.
True. We
Almost.
could do that. Sausage cats.
Yeah.
They're getting there.
We could make
Are
sausage
they?
cats in Perth.
How many years until do you reckon the sausage dogs are just like snakes? They've gone from like legless lizards to like
Yeah.
snakes, you
Do their
know?
legs keep getting shorter
Probably.
as they keep breeding?
And you put them
Probably.
in your handbag, so that's not much exercise, is it?
No, not at all.
gonna waste
Backwards
away.
evolution.
They are so cute.
So that's our solution: is select breeding.
Yeah, I
with
think it
short-legged
works.
cats
They
that
already
can't
do
jump.
that. Munchkin cats are those ones with the little tiny legs, and people froth those.
I haven't seen the
Exactly.
Munchkin cat.
They're
So
really cute, but they're fucked.
one would assume they can't jump a fence then.
Oh, probably not. They look pretty useless.
right.
I got to get a couple munchkins. My boys are big buffers. They're big
Your-
cats.
Oh, your cats.
They are.
Zach also says that about his testicles, but yeah, today it's
My
cats.
boys, they're big buffers.
Big buffers. They call them the two fucking pendulums of Zach. The big buffers.
And you can hear them tick, tick
Yeah.
onto each other.
It
That
is
was
kind of
fucking
a-
bong bong. It's not a tick.
It is a bit of a win-win because I think as soon as things start getting more pathetic, they're more cute, right? Because we are supposed to think that pathetic things are cute.
Yep. To
So-
protect the babies.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
Pathetic things are cute.
yeah, like if you look at a baby, it's pathetic.
It's helpless.
I don't find babies cute, really, personally.
Oh, my man. I'm on this train.
yeah.
Choo choo. Babies suck.
Okay, what about a puppy then?
Yeah, puppies are great.
Yeah,
they're,
puppies are
they're
cute.
pathetic.
You know when they fall over, you think it's cute because they're shit at everything.
How many
I guess
babies
so.
have you seen? I like straight out the womb, it's a bit rough, but after a year,
Okay,
How
when
many
does it-
babies have you seen? Tell me the number.
after a year,
At
they're
what
pretty
age?
cute. Like a 1.
Oh, see, that's not to call that a baby.
Well, okay.
They gotta start paying tax soon. That's an
When are
add-on.
you not a baby? I think,
I think
8
like-
months, you're definitely a baby.
Yeah, I think under a year maybe.
Okay, but what point does being pathetic make you less cute? Because if I was rolling around on the floor not able to shit in a toilet, I probably wouldn't be very cute,
That's
would
just
I?
the standard Saturday night for you, Zach.
No, but I
And
think
it's cute. It
I
is
think-
cute.
No, but
yeah.
like, say
No.
someone my age acting like a baby, it's just as pathetic, if not way more pathetic.
think it's kinda
but it's
hot.
not cute.
No, because you have no potential. You have.
Thanks, we got it sorted. No,
The opposite. You have potential, so it's like, come on, man, you could just walk. But if it's like, if you literally were just like, just a cute, okay, I don't know if this is racist, but have you ever,
Nothing good comes after that statement.
like, have you ever like someone who can barely speak English, and you're like, oh, how adorable.
No.
Have you ever felt that?
No.
Nah. Okay.
I think
It's
that it
actually-
can be somewhat like
Endearing.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like a thing.
I would call it endearing. I wouldn't call it cute. Or that the same thing.
I thought that was
what is the
same thing.
cutest language? What do you think? I reckon French is meant to be the love language, right? So not so much cute.
mate. Probably
Cute.
Japanese, right? Just because.
What's a lot of like a lot of short like
Yeah,
Yeah,
Japanese.
babu.
Yeah, that's Japanese.
Is it?
Yeah, because they don't
I guess.
pronounce stuff.
kawaii?
That means cute in Japanese. A little bit of a great knowledge
Knowledge
drop from
cutest
Cogger.
language.
Yeah, because they don't extend any letters ever. Like we just extend things for no reason.
Like what?
Like reason. Why is there e, re, and then zun? If you were in Japan, you would say reason.
I reckon we
That's
move
not
off
true
this.
necessarily.
I think
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think it's about time to move
Yeah,
on.
sorry. Yeah.
Jordan's trying to work out how languages work.
Anyways,
So, how would you kill 40 crows in what do you reckon we can do to kill all the crows on
Guns.
Rottnest?
Guns.
It's a real problem.
Is it
There was
actually
this-
like a genuine pandemic?
Yeah,
Get an
I saw the
American over.
funniest thing, which was like a vine happening in real life. Someone's pie got stolen. It got thrown on the ground, and like 20 crows started attacking it. And they tried to chase after their pie, and they jumped this fence and ate shit completely. And we're like,
person?
yeah, the person. And they were like rolling around on the ground, like next to their pie as the crows swooped it.
What are any of you guys chasing your pie if it gets stolen?
Oh,
by
no.
Oh, no.
That's why
Chasing
it's
a
so
crow?
funny. The person like goes after their food. Zach told me this last night. I thought it was the funniest thing.
unbelievable.
Person goes after their food. They parkour over a fence, like roll their ankle, just on the
Damn.
floor next to their pie getting devoured by 40
believe
crows.
You could hear this like duh, 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 like Indiana Jones theme as they jumped over, and then it just
oh my
I
god.
pulled out my phone a second too late.
And then they take the fucking Minecraft falling damage sound effect.
Crows don't usually go after food like that. Usually they're a bit
But even like
reserved.
waiters bringing out food at this, like there was this waiter that brought out 2 plates of like fish and chips or whatever, like 2 on each arm. So they had no hands free,
Oh, no.
and they went outside at the pub and got absolutely fucking murdered.
Really? They went for it?
No, they didn't really get murdered,
Oh,
but
murder
all the
of
food
crows.
got stolen.
From the crows.
Yeah.
They just flew at it.
Yeah, they had to like
This
run back
is my
inside.
biggest fear that I always talk about. Every time I'm out,
I've never heard this.
Every
Has
time-
anyone heard this?
I always talk about my.
He always talks about it.
every time I'm out with Holly and then we're like eating food and you see a few birds and it's like, I always say like, if they're just smart enough, they could figure out that we're all pussies and they could just go for it. Like if there's 30 birds and they're like, meh, you know what, they do that kind of thing. If they just attacked, you'd probably run.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, right? You could kill any one of them.
It's true, but
So they're not going to do that because, like, isn't it funny when people get in
They're
like
starting.
striking range of a pigeon and they just pick it up? Have you seen these videos?
No.
Oh, they're so funny.
What?
It's just a person like holding a pigeon, being like, "Hey, if you don't give me like a free drink, I'm going to release it in your shop."
Wait, I'm lost.
Hang
You're
on.
saying people grab pigeons and then walk in shops? And
I've just heard like a story of someone doing that, just being like, you know, like, can I have this thing for half price? Most is like, no, and you're like, well, I'll let the pigeon go in your shop, and they're like, oh, fuck, like, what do? I don't want to deal with that.
What?
You can use the birds as a
amazing.
weapon.
You got one under your pocket. You're like, empty the bank vault. I got a pigeon.
Oh my god.
But how annoying would it be to just have some bird loose in your building?
Very annoying.
But you said you could beat any bird.
Oh,
Not any
not
bird.
like an ostrich.
Oh, okay. Like any. So like a seagull is swooping you. What's your move?
No, but
because
like-
I was ready to karate chop some birds.
At at best, it's gonna like swoop a bit annoying. At worst for it, it's gonna die.
I think swooping can be a lot worse than just getting swooped. Like you get injured from being swooped, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this opinion.
They're all show. They're not actually trying to hurt
They're
you.
all
They're all
fakes.
fake.
I'm pretty sure
are.
people have been like pretty badly hurt from being swooped.
Have you guys been swooped
Not
by
me.
magpies before?
I've never been swooped, so I
Really?
can't comment. No,
Kind of scary.
I have when I was a kid.
It's
You know,
scary, but
riding
they
your
don't
bike.
actually hurt you. They barely touch you.
Okay, wait. I've got a question for Jordan.
Yeah, go on.
Bird swooping at you, trying to steal your food. You did a jiu-jitsu class this week, right?
I did,
Did
on
you learn
Monday.
anything that might help you take this bird out?
No.
What if the bird's got you in a chokehold? How do you get
I would
it?
escape. I would escape. I think you should just punch. My friend punched a magpie once because it came at him.
Yep. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And he lived.
who?
He lived.
The friend or
He
the
punched
magpie?
the
My
magpie and
friend.
killed over and
So you
died.
can do it, you know, if they're coming at you, just like
Punch
get,
'em.
Get back.
I
Anyway.
just really
Get
want to
back.
get within striking range of a pigeon and pick it up one day.
And release
Like
it.
I might get a disease from it, but I think it'd be really funny just to hold one.
Yeah, it does seem funny.
Because like, what's it gonna do? Flap? You can't. You're holding it.
Pigeons are pathetic.
They just have to look at you.
But they're pretty cute though.
They are cute, right?
Do you think pigeons are cute?
I do.
Yeah, pretty cute. Compared to other birds.
Not the really scraggly ones.
All right, can we go to this Jordan doing jiu-jitsu
My
thing?
jiu-jitsu.
'Cause I wanna hear more.
I can't believe
It was
this.
mentioned. We were talking about it a bit before the podcast, but
Oh, fair.
you know, what's going on there?
Why can't you believe it?
that you did a jiu-jitsu lesson.
Yeah.
It just seems very off-brand.
No, it's super
Really?
on brand.
Alright.
You probably weren't here for the podcast where he talked about it.
No,
but he
I
was
guess
like,
not.
it's fighting games in real life, dude.
Yeah.
It's just Smash in real life.
Okay,
So
now I
my
can see it.
theory is it's like Smash Bros,
That's-
but you
yep.
get healthier.
And you get hurt.
And you get a superpower on the side, kind of, low-key.
Superpower.
Yeah, like just fighting.
What-
Compared to like,
other people?
oh yeah, I play, I don't know, volleyball, which I also do. It's pretty fun, actually. But it's like,
Yeah, who jumps you in the street and spikes a volleyball at you? Like,
not
what
that-
kind of use is
volleyball's
that?
not that
I
handy.
will
Outside
spike a
of
fucking
volleyball.
seagull swooping at me. I'll get the air. Boom.
Volleyball actually is way better for killing birds, I will say. I don't know, there's not much to say. I guess it's very different.
Wait, well, sorry. Go on.
Okay.
I was going to say, what is jiu-jitsu? I don't actually know exactly what it is.
jiu-jitsu is like, it's a martial art, but it's like grounded martial art.
It's based on grappling on the floor, not striking like
It's
boxing.
about strangling and breaking arms and stuff. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So
How many arms have you broken so far?
Well, that's what I learned the first day was how to break arms. It was pretty hype.
So how many?
None.
Oh.
I was not that good.
Use your
No,
powers for
kidding.
good.
just wings.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
breaking birds' wings.
But I thought it would be fun because you never get hit in the face. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do boxing or kickboxing.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Because then
in
you
this
get
now.
like concussions and you can never go at it full speed, like 100%.
Yeah.
Because it's like that. Have you ever seen people practice boxing and it's weird?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to not punch kinda, and then you probably start losing. So you
Yeah.
punch anyway.
It's called pulling your punches. It's like a phrase. you know?
Yeah, but then jiu-jitsu, you just go all out. It doesn't matter.
So when can we wrestle?
Right now.
I would actually love to wrestle.
They've gotten up. They are currently Jackson's winning.
The pants are off.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You can't grab him in the crotch, Jordan. That's illegal.
Did everyone just tab back in? Hold up. Oh, they're back on the couch.
For our audio listeners, Jackson won.
Can we?
Ding, ding.
How much
can
do you
we-
want to hear?
I want to do a $20 wrestling money match next week.
I've had one lesson.
Well, I've had none.
Yeah, what the fuck,
I guess
Jordan?
so.
You're gonna win this.
You guys
Yeah.
are probably similar weight, right?
Yeah, I would think we're the same weight class.
Maybe. Okay, yeah, sure.
So we'll do a wrestle next week.
Sure.
Can I get in there? Make it a three-way?
Do we? Well, hang on.
I'll hold the camera.
So, what should we do it for? Charity?
What is that?
Yeah, the Underdogs
What
charity
is going
jiu-jitsu.
on?
Wrestling match.
After a week.
I've had no
That's
weeks.
fair, yeah, true.
So we'll do
Jordan's
it.
scared, dude. He's like, I'm gonna get a superpower.
got long limbs.
What's that? Fight against someone with no practice. Fuck that.
But look at
It's
him.
like Superman saying no to fighting Batman.
He's got like it's like an octopus.
Yeah, but that's why he'd beat you in striking, but jiu-jitsu is the
It's
only
true.
chance you have on him.
It's true, I might have a chance.
Because being short is more powerful in these things, right? Because
your
you can
core
like
strength is
flip
more.
people over and
Maybe,
shit.
yeah.
Oh,
I guess the
short
arm break would
king.
work a lot better. Anyways,
Yeah, what did you learn?
so I guess it's so weird, right? Because first of all, I like emailed like the place. I was like, "Oh, can I come?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you can come on these days." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Guess I'll just rock up." It's not like a season starts like
Yep.
any other sport. So then I go into the gym and then I don't know, you just get started. A lot of it was like practicing.
I'm imagining you walking in the door and then someone blindside like grapples you onto the floor. They're like,
Breaks
"Welcome to
his arms.
Jiu-Jitsu,
And
punk."
we just start. Do you put on some funny pants?
Yeah, you put on the gi is what it's called. You do all that. I got my white belt,
Hell
ready
yeah.
to rumble.
Wait, so do I need some of that?
No, you go
first
naked.
lesson you get it free.
You go naked.
No, but when we're wrestling, I'll go naked.
Oh right. No, we'll go no gi.
Just two naked fellas wrestling in the mud.
It's like, all right, you, me, Thursday, 10 a.m., no gi.
Jordan's still wearing his white belt. Nothing else.
I've got the belt on, ready to go. What was the first thing we did? It was like an exercise.
Wait.
It's a very intimate sport.
Yeah, I was going to
must
say, are you the only beginner
Yeah, this is
here?
what I need to know. How many people in this
Everyone
class?
else was a white belt, but it was like the guy I was with, he'd been doing it for a year and a half. Apparently Jiu-Jitsu, I looked it up after, it's the hardest martial arts. It's like, Taekwondo was like,
level
oh
up.
yeah, you can get a black belt in 4 years. Jiu-Jitsu was like, oh, you go like a few days a week, 10 years, you'll get your black belt. I was
Oh,
like,
good.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Is white the lowest?
Yeah, white is the lowest.
Huh.
Well, I guess no belt, but yeah. Anyways.
But they give a
No
white
belt, no
to
gi.
They give a belt to everyone that walks in the door, right?
Yeah, they do.
Did you have to do anything?
Nah.
So I
had
could
to-
go. We could all go and get white belts,
Yes, true.
So we're technically the same level as
Yeah, you haven't gone in.
which is why our fight will be fair.
So tell us what you learned.
Well, the first thing was like an exercise, and then the person kind of puts their whole body weight on you and kind of like flips over you, and it was just like you just do a lot of things.
I ain't into that gay shit.
I'm just watching Jackson's eyes wide. And he's just like, he's waiting for the part where he's blow each other at the end or something.
It is weird because they call it. I think they give it different terms, so it's less gay or less intimate, I should say, because it's like
We
full-
have the dominant alpha male position.
Yeah, they call it full mount when you're on full mount.
That
is
makes it
literally-
less gay?
Full mount is literally like cowgirl. Is what it is. You're on top on that bit, and then you got your legs on either side, and that's like the good position to be in.
Oh yeah,
But it's
it
called
is.
full mount.
Yeah.
That's a bit more hardcore.
We like a good
So-
full mount here on the Underdogs.
Cowgirl, good position. I'm just taking notes.
But it's like you kind of
Babe,
just
Jordan told me.
the guy and like the good people, they will like do a move, and they'll be like, okay, you do this and this and this and this and this and this, and then you pull here, and then that's how you do an arm bar. Was the first thing to break someone's arm, and then you just kind of do it with your partner over and over, and it's sort of like a lot of repetition.
Break each other's arm over and over.
Yeah, pretty much. But you tap out instead, and then yeah, you just do that for ages. It's pretty cool. And then at the end, you do a bit of you go at it like full on. It's
Yep.
like go for it. But it was
Love that.
It was my first day, so instead I was like, I don't know shit. So instead they got me this purple belt. Purple belt is like you're pretty far along.
They
And-
let you wear that.
no, not me. I was
thank
up
God.
against a purple belt.
I thought they just disrespected.
And it was
the
like
belts.
this guy who was like, I don't know, probably mid-30s, pretty jacked, honestly, big dude. And he's like, okay, we'll just do a bit of light wrestling because it's your first day. And he just like sat on his butt, kind of almost lied down, and he was just like, try and get on top of me.
I think you went in the wrong class, brother.
Gotta try that one out.
And dude, I have not felt like a freaking 5-year-old playing with my dad in so long, but that's exactly what it was like. It was so tough.
Were you like a little fly?
Yeah, I was like trying to get on him like a little gnat, and he was just like, he would let me do it every now and then because it was like practice. But
Is that kind of like your back on your almost like your back with your arms and legs in front of you, like to
That's
fend
what-
them off?
that's what he was like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Or he didn't even, I don't know, dude. He had like super strength. It was crazy.
That's that superpower.
That's
Real life superpower,
purple
baby.
belt
I'm just
superpower.
picturing this guy. He gets jumped in the street.
Yeah.
He just gets on his butt, legs up in the air. He's like, "Try me, bitch."
try and get on top
Try
of
and
me.
get on top of me.
Try and cowgirl me, you fucking
Nah.
idiots.
That's
So-
probably pretty useful in Australia because we don't have guns. So,
We
like, if
don't
you
have
know
guns.
jiu-jitsu, you probably win every fight.
Yeah, what happens when they bring a knife?
Knife, yeah.
What if you have a knife and
I've seen so
jiu-jitsu?
many things where you just go like pew when you smack the knife out. If you're good at martial arts, that's what people do.
all
I don't
those
think
disarm
any of
things are
that's
such
real.
bullshit.
Yeah. What's it called? Krav Maga or something? I don't know.
It's
Krav
the
Maga.
funniest things. Have you seen? It's like a TikTok.
So-
It's someone like holding a gun to someone's head,
Yeah.
and they go
I-
for the disarm move, and then just cuts to the gates of heaven.
Yeah, I've
He's just
seen
like
that. I
he
knew
goes
you
to
were
go
gonna-
strike, and just is just like heaven is like, oh.
You would die every
Yeah, I guess
time.
so.
You would just get shot in the
Yeah.
face. But knife, you never know. Anyway, there's not too much more to talk about it than that. But yeah, it's very intimate. It's very different.
I'm just picturing you walking in and being like, all right, like, what do I do if my opponent does a dash back? Like, you're just like trying to make the
It's
flow
actually,
chart.
honestly, it's more technical than video games.
Yeah, no shit.
It's
Are you?
crazy.
That's not
Obviously.
I'm a little bit surprised by that.
No way.
well, I don't think...
really. Think of how many different ways your arms and legs can move, and then you have like 15 moves in a fighting game.
Like a video
Yeah, I
game
guess
by
that's
definition
true.
That's
limits
true.
your options.
Yeah, I guess you have unlimited options.
You
can
truly do have unlimited options. There's no rules aside from the rules, but like
It's-
within the rules, there's an infinite.
But I think a
number.
lot of sports is like less complicated than video
Sports in
games.
general, yeah. I
No,
would
they're
say
all
is
more
less
complicated.
I don't reckon.
Nah, most sports aren't.
hit the
Sports
ball
are
up,
easy.
throw
Kick the
ball.
ball in
No
the
way.
goal.
Run around.
Dunzo.
Oh,
Obviously,
little
you
bit
can
of
get
this.
technical with the sports, but I think
they're
its
all way more
essence-
technical because once you've found every piece of tech in a game, it's over. Whereas the sport, it's unlimited.
No, but each thing isn't that difficult to remember. It's like, oh yeah, bounce the ball. I remember that now. Now I can move on.
I don't
Bounce the
know.
ball.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
What's
Anyways.
easier, learning how to bounce a ball perfectly or pressing B to bounce the ball every time?
Oh, probably real life, yeah.
Yeah, what do you reckon's harder, playing LeBron in Multiverse or LeBron playing basketball in real life?
Playing LeBron in multiverses.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same
More
page.
technical. LeBron, he's got his own body. He doesn't need to press a controller. That's tough.
True.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought that maybe your brain is just the controller for your body?
Maybe it is.
Anyway,
Whoa.
do you guys see the new Pokemon trailer? I know you did because you
We watched it this morning.
We all watched it together.
I
missed the
didn't
first
actually.
bit.
I was washing the dishes while that happened.
really?
Slaving
Zack?
away.
Yeah,
What do
just-
you guys think of the direction that this game is going with? This whole open world thing. Do you reckon it's going to be good?
Finally.
Finally.
Go on.
Isn't this just what you've always thought would happen? Like,
Yeah,
even
it's
like,
not going to be good.
It's going to be bad.
but it's at least
have
brought
a
the
lot of
right
faith.
direction. It's like, come
Every
on.
time they drop a Pokemon game, it's this one will be different,
Well,
and
yeah.
every
Arceus.
time it's the same shit.
Was Arceus different?
That was
Arceus
good.
was good, but there wasn't really a mainline one. I feel like they're not going to branch out too much with the mainline.
they did Sun and Moon. They were like, we're getting rid of the gym leader system. They just had like 4 island trials, which were just worse. It's like, fuck yeah. And
I
then they
don't know,
went
I've
back
got-
to gyms in the
I've
next
got
game.
faith in this one because I think they
I haven't
actually
played too much.
killed Arceus.
Dude, every time I get my
Arceus.
hopes up, I'm just disappointed.
Should they, for those who don't know, it's like this new Pokemon is looking to be very open world. You
Yeah,
can go
you can
anywhere
do the gyms in any order.
compared to
But
a
then,
story.
like, the
linear.
scaling, how are they going to scale the levels to that? It's going to be fucked.
So
it's
confusing.
Gonna be
I
fucked.
don't get it. Yeah.
If you could make one giant change to Pokemon, what would it be? Like, one thing that just shakes it up completely.
No more Pokemon. Checkmate.
Smart.
That's so
Make all the humans
So smart.
use the Pokemon moves.
Oh, so you just capture other people.
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
I'm pretty
Slaves.
sure. Yeah, that's called slavery. And
They all do.
But
jiu-jitsu
if you
instead.
called it like a human ball, it'd sound more fun.
Isn't that basically what they do with Pokemon? They're like, no, they like it. So you just say,
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
like,
yeah,
no, they're into
naturally
it.
they-
Imagine if they were
like
called
it.
Pokecuffs. Like
Ooh.
handcuffs, and you've got a fucking Pokemon tied up by a chain.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't feel very good, will it? But
True.
you call it a humor ball. Human ball.
Humor ball.
I'll throw my human balls at you.
what were they called again?
Big Galumpas or something.
Yeah, maybe we'll change
Big
the
buffers.
we'll change the name of the human ball.
To the big buffer.
I think they should just change the fighting style completely, so it's just like you actually. It's like a little bit of a fighting
Well, you
game.
play Pokken tournament. in
Yeah,
every
real
battle.
quick, like a real quick one.
Yeah,
and it's a
right.
bit more simplified, but yeah, I reckon that's so much more exciting than fucking A tackle.
You don't like turn-based combat?
Not in Pokemon. I
Okay.
like turn-based combat when there's a. Well, there probably is more strategy in Pokemon, but like, have you ever played XCOM?
No.
Nah, well,
Turn-based combat does kind of suck, but my
Yes,
one game that
that's
I
a good one.
like it in is Pokemon. It's my one that I like turn-based combat. The others are bad.
I think you've also played competitive Pokemon,
Yeah,
which makes a big difference.
Competitive
to the-
Pokemon's actually
the
fun in a
strategy.
turn-based
okay,
thing.
that sounds
The regular
better.
playthrough's pretty stinky.
I was going to say maybe if it was just a harder game in general, the turn-based would be more interesting.
Yeah.
But because all you need to do is
Well, what do
press
you
tackle.
suggest? What would your ideal game be? What are you doing in these battles?
Well, it's just like a little fighting game. It's like Street Fighter or something for a little bit, but you're Pokemon and you battle it out and it's a bit more intense. And then there you go. Bob's your uncle.
That's pretty cool.
That's,
I
I think that's
kinda
a better
I kinda
change
like
than
that.
no Pokemon.
No, the big buffers sounds pretty
Human
good.
balls.
Human
I don't
balls.
know.
Big
Go,
buffers.
youngster Joey. Can I go home?
Like imagine you're playing as a little Pikachu and you're just doing this gnarly combo on a legendary.
Yeah, that sounds great.
I think I would set it in real life
Is it not?
and have real people as characters.
What do you mean?
Wait. Do you
So
mean
like
use
you
actual
like you go and
animals?
like talk to fucking Joe Biden partway through the game, like, and like the
So
villains are like
celebrities.
real people from real life.
Yeah, instead
Oh,
of taking
I like
down
it.
gym leaders, you're slowly overthrowing a corrupt government.
Yeah.
What about that? And then you're
Wow.
getting the first gym is like you battle all the House of Representatives, You beat all
Where
their
do you go from
Pokemon.
there?
And then
it
you
gets political.
then you go to the the big court? What's the US
and
one?
then
Supreme Court.
And then instead
This
of the
is
freaking Elite Four, it's the United Nations fucking delegation.
yeah, you
Dude,
take over the world.
I've been watching Narcos recently, and this is pretty much what Narcos is actually.
What's that?
Narcos is about Pablo Escobar, who's
Oh,
like
yeah?
the biggest like drug lord ever, and then he's like tries to get into politics and then starts killing a bunch of politicians.
Yeah, well, let's
And
just do
that's-
that.
yeah,
Maybe he
that's
can be the
pretty much it.
protagonist of the new game.
Yeah, probably.
Narcos the game, but it's Pokemon.
Narcomon.
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 You got any ideas for Pokemon, Jackson?
I was trying to think of one. I think Jordan's idea is fantastic, but what would I
Narcomon.
actually do?
like a big overhaul.
Circle back.
I reckon
to me.
you could like double the amount of types too, and just they start getting whack. Instead of grass, you split it into tree or nut.
Yep.
You know, stuff like that.
And then for that to work, you needed things to be able to have triple types.
yeah, instead of
Imagine
fire
the
and
matchup
lava,
chart. Oh my fucking lord.
fire can be split into like lava or flames.
And then you can split rock and ground apart. Oh wait, it's already a thing.
Normal, you can have like super basic, or you can have kind of quirky.
Chad and quirky.
The quirky
Who's
type.
a quirky Pokemon right now?
Probably Spinder.
And who's a
Spinder's
super
normal,
basic?
but they're definitely quirky.
Yeah, I agree.
Super basic is probably like
Like Jigglypuff.
Teddy Ursa.
Like Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff's a bit quirky.
Jigglypuff's fairy.
Ah, fuck him.
Oh yeah, Jigglypuff is fairy. My overhaul. Make it about cash. You earn money, and that's really important in the game.
Yeah, money isn't really that important at the moment.
Yeah,
Is it?
I always like games where you earn money. It's like
So
real
it's like
life.
instead of beating gym leaders, if you grind on enough trainers, you just bribe
If
the
you
gym
in-
leader.
no, no,
You're like,
yeah.
give you $20,000 to give me that badge. Who's gonna say no to that?
what if you
you
invest
Go
in
against
NFTs?
someone and you buy their Pokemon off them.
Exactly.
Except they really don't want to give it up, and you
Yeah.
keep upping the,
offer is insane.
Yeah, they
This
can't
is-
say no, and
Yeah.
it's their like life partner.
See now,
This is becoming Narcomon more and more every second. Literally, all he does is own half the cops because he's bribed them all and shit like that.
Shit. All right, Narcomon. it is.
Narcomon coming out
Except with
soon.
no Pokemon, they're all humans, so it's all
so
ideas
all
together.
humans. What was your idea again?
Real life.
Real life. Fighting games.
Oh yeah,
And
you just
cash.
you put the people in a fucking pit fight.
So it's basically Street Fighter, and then you earn cash, and there's politics.
Yeah. Great.
There's
We've,
probably already games like that.
we've
right?
saved Pokemon.
Hey, speaking of good ideas, Zach, we were having this conversation about $1 million ideas, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to get into it? It was your idea originally.
Shit. Okay, so
really have one.
what led us to this conversation? Let's recap.
Yep.
What-
Do you want me to tell you?
Play
I
a
know.
sound
Yeah,
effect.
okay.
Play a go back in time sound effect, Jackson.
Jackson knows. I was
What
really
happened?
filling time.
I was bringing up how Nathan Fielder's new show is incredible on HBO because he has a lot of money to work with, and I think it's really interesting when someone you like gets a lot of money to do whatever they want. And then I said, "What would you guys do if you had $1 million to make a video?"
Yeah, it's got to be some kind of like film or TV. I don't know exactly what I do. I know it would be a reality TV show with like the
Amazing.
worst concept, and I'd probably just use all the equipment I've got and put the $1 million just only towards prize money. And it would be something like, what's something really terrible?
A car.
What?
Oh, what?
Like the whole reality TV show takes place on one bus. That's good.
The bus. It's called
Yeah.
The Bus. It's not a bus.
No, we can think of a better pun than that. It's I put myself on the spot.
Everyone went silent.
Peter, that idea sucked. My better idea is.
Rustling and the
second now.
bustling.
Rustling and bustling.
Damn,
Yeah,
you really
Rustling
made us
and
wait for that
Bustling.
Oh,
one.
that's way better.
Bus Island? No, wait. Love Bus.
Love bus.
I was thinking of Love Island.
I think the bus is pretty funny. So that's
bus.
what you spend
And
$1
then
million.
$1
when you get kicked out, it's you just actually get off the bus, get
And
kicked out.
Yeah, it's moving. It's like, what's the movie?
Speed.
Where, yeah, Speed.
Yeah.
The bus can't stop, but you still have to get
yeah.
off.
And fall in love.
Speed Love Bus. That's what it is.
And you got to get on, make love, and then get off.
You got to make love, but there's no place to do it except like in the seat in front of some other people.
Dude, there's shows that basically do that. Like Love Island is so
That's actually
stupid.
it's not too out there. Love Bus.
I
Might
like
have
Love
to-
Island.
might
I'll
have to
put
be
it out
worse.
there.
Dude, what's the Temptation one?
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
Oh, Sophie
Yeah.
watches it,
Oh,
and
no, I hate
it was
that.
it's so
Is
stupid.
that the Netflix one?
Yeah, it's
I think
basically
I started watching
they
that
all
for
have to
5 minutes.
sleep. They all have to sleep in the same room,
Yeah.
and then they have to like there's beds double beds.
Yeah.
And every time they kiss or touch or do anything,
Yeah.
they lose money for
Yeah.
everyone's prize pool.
Very funny.
And it gets announced by the like Big Brother person. It's just like,
It's just so dumb.
for having sex, you have lost $20,000. It's like, everyone's like, what the fuck, man?
Why'd you do that?
They have cameras like everywhere. As
They
soon as you
do.
touch them, it's like,
It's pretty much it. It's fucked up.
guys. In the meantime, I thought of an even better.
No.
You didn't
not
beat
better than
I,
that.
No
I
way.
did think of a better idea.
Love truck.
So it's like The Bachelor, but for hairdressers. So you get 20. I've just
Explain
realized
a
the
bit
problem
further.
with this. I was gonna say you get 20 haircuts and choose the best one, but I just realized the problem.
It's filmed over the course of like 5
The
years.
first guy gives you a buzz cut, and the rest are like,
Oh,
shit. Can't do much with this.
I think Love Bus is better. Or
No,
Bus
but
is
if you think
Russell.
about it, like, have you ever found your perfect hairdresser?
Yeah.
No. Oh my, you've just reminded me. I had the worst hairdresser experience just like 3 days ago. No one complimented me on my haircut.
You got a
That's fine.
haircut?
Yeah,
I
anyway.
actually went to say something and then someone else said something. I saw your ears. That's how
Oh,
you can
thanks.
tell.
No,
someone's
but
got
I
a
went to
Was
haircut.
it on the Hair Bachelor?
Oh, I went to this hairdresser and he just kept talking. It was the worst, but it was like, I don't know. He was talking about stuff that was kind of interesting, but I just didn't care. It was just like he was talking about how he went to this motivation seminar.
Dude,
and
this
all
sounds
of
like a
this.
you problem, not a him
Yeah,
problem.
what?
Well, he just kept. It was like 40 minutes later of this haircut, and I was looking at the clock, and I was like, "Geez," I was like, "Oh, sorry, I actually have to go soon, not to hurry you along or anything." And he
Oh, so
kept-
that's why we didn't compliment.
And he kept talking, and then he was like, "Oh, so what do you do?" And then I said, "Oh, I actually make YouTube videos."
No.
Shouldn't have said that. And he's like,
No.
"Oh, I'm looking for someone for my social media."
That's
Actually.
the
I
worst.
was like, "Oh,
Oh, so you guys all get that as well?
Yeah.
So I get that
bad.
all the
My
time.
God.
I got it from my Uber driver the other day.
Yeah,
Being
right.
like, oh, I'm starting up my own shirt brand. Can you promote it? I'm like,
he was
no.
he was trying to hire me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not really interested, actually." And then he's like, "Oh, well, it wouldn't take too long, just once a day or something." I'm like, "What
He's got the
fuck is
scissors
this?"
over your fringe with like about to cut it all off. He's like, it wouldn't take long.
Yeah, dude. And then, like, at the end of it, he was like, "Oh, anyway, to cut a long story short, he's like, oh, yeah, I'll just get your number." And I was like,
Oh, dude,
and then I
yeah.
was like, "Oh, sorry, gotta go." I just left.
That same
Oh,
guy did that. and he
never
was like,
go back there.
Oh,
I
can I
won't.
just get like some contact details? And I'm like, I'm trapped in this Uber with you for the next 15 minutes until I get out.
Yeah,
I
what
am
do you
your
do?
captive.
So this was like a frame one ask for your
I
details.
know, I'm like, oh
like
my
start of the
God.
trip.
And so you can't
Hey,
really say
man.
no, and then it's going to be uncomfortable with the rest of the
Yeah.
ride. I'm like, I got a business email. I guess. you
See,
can
for me,
go
it was
to.
at the very end at least. So it was like,
Oh.
"Oh, can I get your number?" I was like, "Oh," and then I like went to pay, and then it kind of didn't work, and then I paid, and then it worked, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta go, I'm in a rush," and I just left.
How do you get onto the shirts that quickly? It's like, busy night, mate? Oh, yeah. Anyway, you heard of my shirt business?
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, $1 million ideas. I guess it's my turn. Apart from Zach's haircut bachelor, where you get 20 haircuts
I
in a
actually
week.
thought of a name. It's the Bachelor.
Are you sticking? Which one are you going with?
No, I'm going with Bachelor, but there's going to be like, they come up with this growth serum that makes your hair grow back instantly.
Okay.
So you get to see
Oh,
all 20
fuck.
different haircuts like you would changing your hairstyle in Maple Story or something.
Is that what all of the $1 million goes towards?
Yeah,
And then
hair research.
yeah, and then you eliminate a hairdresser, and then they have like, you know how you go on individual dates with the people? It's like individual haircut sessions where that you talk to each other, and then
What?
you know how like you're talking to your hairdresser.
Oh, it's all about small, like Jordan's, the opposite of Jordan's.
Nah, but
experience.
fuck that though. I would instantly pick on the Bachelor the one that just didn't talk to me.
You don't like talking to people?
Nah, it just can't be fucked, honestly.
But I just talk about them like whatever the most obscure thing I can think of, and just
When
try-
you're getting a haircut.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just goes for so long.
I don't-
Because then it makes it longer.
Because the problem with talking to people is you talk about the same stuff all the time. This is why you just got to talk about.
That's
something
why it's
completely
boring,
random.
yeah.
Yeah. Because you're just having the same
This
conversation.
is a life hack. This is a real life
It's
hack.
true. I just try and like ask them anything that's different.
Like what?
For me, at least.
What's an example?
Well, like when we were getting Peter's haircut, I was asking her all kinds of weird
That was great.
questions,
It was
and
so
they want
funny.
to talk about this stuff because they don't want to
All right,
ask you about your
so
job.
I'm
That's
cutting
true.
your hair.
Yeah.
What do you start with? What's the conversation leader?
Well, I like to ask about their job, so I'll say something.
He was.
so
ripping
I'm
some
the
great
I'm the
questions.
hairdresser, Jackson.
Yeah.
So what are you asking about my job?
Dude, when we were with Jackson, was just like, do you ever just like finish someone's haircut and go, oh, I fucked that one up?
Yeah, just-
and we're filming this person for our YouTube video, and they're the owner of this business, and she's like, no, it's always a good job. here."
Statistics says she has to have fucked up many.
Oh no, she
But-
definitely said that. Sometimes it's not as good.
You finish
as
it, and
others.
then, the shape.
wow.
I think I asked. I like to ask about the job because like jobs interest me that I'm never going to do. I'm never going to be a hairdresser. So I sort of said like, how often will you give a haircut to that? No, hang on. We just talked about that one. I've got one.
What's the most common haircut? Or-
Yeah, I mean
We
that's a
talked
good
about
one.
creepy people. Do
Creepy,
you remember
like,
that?
Oh, I talked about what do you talk to people about because I do find that interesting. Like, what is the conversation you say? And she's like, always about what do they do, this, that. And I was like, well, that is pretty standard.
boring.
And then I said, like, what's the most like weird person's hair you've cut? What were they talking about? And then she started talking about this weird guy. I can't really remember exactly
I was
what he
talking about
was
like this
talking about.
creepy person who always calls up and never makes an appointment and
Yeah,
stuff. It was
that's
like
right.
it was good. It's probably it might be in the video. It might
But
not.
once you start breaking down, like you ask people obscure questions, they just feel fine to ask you different questions. And then you start talking about stuff because I'm assuming this person's just talking about conversations you've had 100 times.
No, I'd never heard. It was pretty interesting.
What? Why did you not like it?
'Cause I don't care, dude.
Okay, well maybe I'll forget about
Yeah.
you. But you guys like that, maybe. Life
Nah,
too.
Yeah.
I'd probably just rather talk about
Dude,
nothing.
I've
still.
started being a boomer. I was having this boom. I was
God.
having this absolute
Oh,
boomer moment,
mate.
right? And there was this person at the checkout at Woolies.
Yeah.
I just felt the urge to start a conversation with them.
Yeah. What did you say?
Oh, it was just like pretty weak source shit, but like they're just scanning through the silence. I'm standing here in silence. This is during the 2 weeks where I had no phone.
Yeah.
So in that moment, you
You
normally
normally
like
on
whip
your
out
phone?
your phone and just do that, and they're just fucking scanning. So I'm just like standing there. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of being bored.
Yeah.
I'll just chuck something in there.
Yeah.
And then I was
What
like,
did you chuck in,
all
buddy?
right, I've got a question for you.
Yep.
And they're like, yep, go for it. And I go like, what is like the main thing that pisses you off in terms of ordering people putting things on the conveyor belt there? Like,
Yeah.
what's the best way I can help you? Because I'm fucking useless
Yeah.
at putting things in the bags.
By temperature,
What
right?
order should I put these things in? Like, what's the biggest like mistake you can make and stuff? Look, the guy was not a great conversationalist. This one didn't go so great.
He didn't care. I don't
He
know,
was just
man.
like, oh, it doesn't really matter. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
It definitely does matter. Someone
I know.
works at
Oh
Woolworths.
yes.
Don't
It's all about
Me and Jackson
what would
both.
you say is the biggest tip you could give someone?
As a scan man.
Because you were a bit of a scan man.
I actually had the scanning rate record at my Woolworths.
Damn.
Hold your applause.
Yeah, he got laid.
We did.
No, there was big competitions on who could get the fastest scanning
It was
rate.
a big thing in my shop when I
Yeah,
used to do it
and
as well.
do you remember your score, Jackson?
I had a
I got
pretty
32.
Good, I think a 31. I'm going to be honest. I wanted to say 33 just to beat you. but-
Anyway, that's pretty fucking fast. That's items per min, by the way.
Damn.
But then there's sometimes people come through and they got like 24 packs of Coke. If you're doing them in under 2 seconds, you got some muscle. I would say cold stuff together.
Yeah.
Not putting all the heavy shit next to like your bread and then complaining when I bag it together.
That's
Because
the
I'm going
classic.
for fastest scan rate. I don't give a fuck if you get home and your bread is squashed. I'm going
Bread
for fastest
and-
So,
scan
like,
rate, baby.
destroyed.
Yeah, lump things together, put some like light stuff at the very end. Do you think at the very end of everything? And then it just sits on top?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is kind of the stuff I wanted from this guy. He didn't give me shit.
Yeah, I'd
But
order it by temperature as well.
I've started doing that when I do the shopping. I've started doing that.
You can't get fastest
Yeah.
scanning
Just
rate
starting
without
conversations
breaking a
with the-
few eggs.
So you're going
you
through
know what they
people
say.
You've started going through actual people
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of this self-serve.
Yeah, I never really did big weekly shops.
Yeah, sure.
Until more
Oh,
recently
the
because Sophie's
self-serve.
very thrifty.
Yeah.
And
Did you say you're becoming a boomer?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Actually,
Really
I was
shopping?
buying like 10 things.
Wait,
Yeah,
why
I
do you
would-
go there?
What?
Don't you order it? I just order it online.
Holy shit.
That's
You
all-
have to know that click and collect isn't the only option though.
No. Just order it to the house.
Yeah, that's great. You get your groceries delivered.
Why would you
All I'm
go?
saying is you have to know that's not the only way to get
That
groceries.
also costs money.
You can't
A little
be
bit.
you can't be flabbergasted at someone going to the grocery
What, you
store.
don't
So
pay to get
much
your groceries
time.
delivered?
That's so much time.
But then you can also look at what you want and see what's on special and
Why
stuff.
do you want more?
Jordan, shut up.
That was unbelievable.
Why are you going? I'm like, to go to the shop. What the fuck?
Oh.
So I was saying, if I get a lot of things, I'll go through like
Yeah.
the checkout person because I can't be fucked bagging everything
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. So yeah.
I like going through the checkout. I'm big on going.
Do you talk to the person?
Yeah,
you would,
100%.
right?
Every
Yeah.
time I buy condoms, I go through the checkout and I look
That's
them
it.
dead in the eye. Otherwise, I'll do self-serve. But if I want them to know
Yeah.
that I'm having sex, then look them straight.
Look what I got.
that 17-year-old on minimum wage really needs to know.
And you're
No,
like
that's-
waltzing over
that's
with
definitely
your
a-
condoms
That was a bit of a joke, guys. Definitely a self-serve moment
for the
on that.
condoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, dude. First time buying condoms.
Yeah.
So grim. So like, as like a hadn't bought them before. I didn't know you could even get them at supermarkets.
Yeah, neither did I.
So I went to like a pharmacy.
Yep.
And I couldn't find them for the hell of me.
Yeah.
And I must have walked around this pharmacy for
Oh,
at
no.
least 15 minutes.
You gotta
And they ask you a few times, any help, mate? You're like,
and
just
I was
looking.
just looking. And so that happened so many times. And then I ended up actually having to ask because I actually couldn't find it.
I
It
would
was
have
a
left,
disaster.
I think.
I did ask, and then they showed me, and the person obviously doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's
But then as like a teenager, you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, how old are you at this point?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty old.
Probably a good thing not
If
to
I
be
was-
old.
I did not get laid as a child. I was pretty late bloomer.
If I was that pharmacist, you could have so much fun.
Yeah.
You're like, where are the condoms? I'm like, oh, what size are you after? Implying that they're in a different section.
Yeah, because you could just make like, if
Yeah.
you knew they didn't know much, you could really have fun with it.
You're just like, so like, what flavor are you looking for?
Yeah. What kind of
God.
experience are you looking to have with your partner?
That's so fucking uncomfortable.
Sex.
That's so uncomfortable.
Asking a teenager that, probably don't do that.
Yeah,
actually.
probably don't do that. That sounds like some form of harassment.
Yeah, 100%.
And you'd get fired.
What's your
anyway?
what's your idea,
$1 million idea. I'm keeping going.
again.
The reality shows are the easiest way to do this because
Uh-huh.
the stupidest ideas work.
Yeah.
This is a legitimately good idea.
Go
all
on.
right. Dating show,
I'm in.
except instead of getting dates, you're matching people with their new pet.
Oh.
And they get to go on dates with each pet. So like you get the date with the snake, and then you get a date with the llama, and then you get a date with like the pit bull.
So it's like
and the
exotic
cat.
pets.
Oh, there's loads of them. Like whatever pets you can imagine,
God.
they're all on the show. And then like you're like, I'm liking the look of toucan. You get the toucan for a day, and then you get to experience that whole thing, and that's documented. And then you come back, and you're like, maybe,
I like this.
Wow.
Can I throw something in there, Peter?
yeah, go for it.
The cat chiller.
Nice.
You mean names?
Like, they
Zack's
can't all be
names,
bachelor,
man.
but-
Pets.
But they
The
got to be
pet
different
chiller.
animals. Yeah, the pet
What
chiller.
about Pet Island?
The love pet.
Love Pet's not bad.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much the whole thing.
I
And
like that
I think
idea.
that could actually work.
And I actually think
could
that would
really
be
work.
interesting to see someone with a toucan and an emu and trying to take care of
And I
this.
think it'd be really funny.
It should be like a, what is it, 90 Day Fiance? No. The one where they swap partners for
Wife
3
swap?
weeks. Wife swap.
Oh.
No, it's a modern one though. They get married.
I
It's
don't know.
the Ultimatum. It's just fucking terrible show.
Yeah.
Basically, struggling couples will go on.
Oh, yeah.
And they will say one of the people wants to get married, but the other one doesn't. So the person that wants to get married will give them this ultimatum where they swap partners for 3 weeks, and it's basically to decide if you're in the right relationship.
Okay.
So if you spend 3 weeks with someone else, then you might be like, oh I really want to go back to like.
Does that
The
ever...
kicker
my
is at
girlfriend-
the end of it, you either have to break up or get married.
Yeah. It's just a dreadful show.
Does anyone ever stay with the person?
Yeah, quite a few people.
The thing is, if you're having to go on this show, your relationship might be
That's what I'm
fucked.
thinking.
Yeah.
If you're in that spot, you
Yeah.
just can't be in a good relationship where you're like, I'm staying with that person. But,
But
also getting
long
married.
long tangent coming around. In that show, everyone like swaps around their partners, but they all end up with one. So I'm thinking for the pet thing, you have like 12 different animals and 12 people, and every person has to take one of the animals home.
Yeah.
And some of them's like an elephant, and then one of them's
Yeah.
like a mouse.
See, now
so
that's
you
funny.
might get matched with the elephant, and then it's like, oh well, guess I'm getting a bigger
Take it back
backyard.
to my studio apartment.
And I think you'd help pass it off by at the start of it, you have some pet expert who's selected what each one should be.
Oh, like how
and
they
you
match
find,
people on The
you
Bachelor.
find
Yeah.
out whether they got their correct match at the end of
Yeah.
it, like through dating
Yep.
their pets. That sounds weird. But
We've paired you with the sloth. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to say?
yeah.
I like that idea.
There you go.
There
That's
you
my
go.
$1 million idea. I think it's actually pretty good.
I think my idea isn't actually that funny. It's just kind of, it's the only thing I can think of. You just give people in different countries who are really poor 10 grand and then just film them. What happens?
Yeah, how many times does 10 grand go into $1 million?
It's 100 episodes, brother.
It's a lot of episodes. But you could each episode could be like following 3 different people.
Okay.
What happens, you know? Do they hustle? What do they do with it? They-
Surely most people
Oh,
just
so you follow them
save it.
after they get the money.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Do they have to save it? Can they save it?
They can do anything.
What if they
What
just
if
save
they
it?
just blow it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna-
like they go to a casino and they put it all on red.
Good content.
Episode over.
Good content.
They
What-
go on like a
what's
meth binge.
What's a
Shit.
sort of episode that want to look like? Because
Well,
I'm picturing most people will save it or instantly spend it. What's an episode that's going to go for like 20 minutes?
maybe they buy some stall to sell hot dogs.
Okay, Jordan, you give me 10 grand.
And then
I
they
say to
sell the
you,
hot dogs.
wow, thank you, stranger. I'm going to put this in my savings account where I get 2% interest. So in 20 years, I'll have $400.
Okay, maybe.
How do you follow
okay,
that?
Okay, maybe in the contract it says you have to use the money to try and make more money.
So it's a Mr. Beast video.
No, they start a business. They start. Like,
See,
you give them a thing to
yeah,
start a business.
yeah.
That's better. I'm invested now.
Yep. It's
Okay.
a bunch of people. They got nothing. It's like, okay, here's your chance. Try and make your business.
First one to 30K
Go.
wins 100K.
Nah, that's more money.
So it's like a Mr. Beast video. It's like, spend this 10 grand in the next
But they have
week.
to spend it to make more money. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm on
What
board
would
now.
you do?
The hot dogs are good.
What hot dogs?
He's starting a hot dog
Well, I
stand.
guess I'd buy stuff and make a YouTube channel. Someone could do that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, what would you do?
Yeah. That.
You already have that.
Now that he already knows he's
Wait, a
successful.
different
he's-
version?
Wow.
What do you mean?
Well, now he knows how easy YouTube is. He's like, why would I do anything else?
What would you do with it?
What are you saying? I would do YouTube.
Peter, what would you do with it?
I think I would start like a really niche business for like people with too much money who like, you know, like that shit where
That's
you're
what
like,
you have to
surely
do.
that's not a real thing. And it's like,
You live in Claremont now. I
yeah,
can tell.
like pet,
You've seen
pet
some of these.
psychology, you know,
Yeah.
shit like that, like pet psychology business.
You get into that.
Yeah, something just so extra that only people with too much money would do
Yeah,
it.
and you pay like $400 a session.
Yeah, like, you know, people's like, you know, the people who make over people's houses,
Yeah.
their interior decor
Yeah,
for
yeah,
them,
yeah.
and charge them, and then also make them spend all the money on the
Yeah.
furniture. Yeah, something like that.
That's a good job.
Yeah.
That's
Why
a great
don't-
job.
I think I would maybe design the most luxury toilets. Like just really
that's good.
unnecessary.
Oh, that's your business?
Yeah, like weird shapes.
How much does it?
You know, like, and
toilet
say
cost?
it's art. If you make a really stupidly shaped toilet, some rich person's going to think it's art and they're going
Yep.
to buy it.
Yep.
And I'll
Also-
turn that 10 grand for my weirdly shaped, like a toilet that's shaped like a banana, but it's also got like a heated seat and a bidet. And then a rich person's like, wow, banana toilet seat. So creative, so modern.
So in right now.
I'm going to spend 100 grand on it.
Whoa.
Because rich people think that shit's art.
Well,
Yeah.
also, if everyone knows something is expensive, now it's cooler.
Yep.
Like, oh, I've got these shoes or these shoes, and everyone knows that these shoes cost 10 grand.
Let's
Like-
just make NFTs again.
True. Smart.
We've done it. That's what I'd spend my 10 grand on. NFTs.
$1 million
I
idea.
still don't know what that was. Is it gone now?
NFTs?
Yeah, is
Not
it
gone.
over?
It's
But-
going away. I think people are kind of losing the
The
hype.
hype's fallen
The hype's
down.
fallen
It's
off.
fallen off.
Anyway, Jackson, what would you do? What's your $1 million TV idea?
I just thought of it. We're talking about art. I think setting up art galleries and inviting people, but having half of it be stuff I made and half of it be actual
That's
artists.
incredible.
And just that's the
you
show.
should make that
No,
now.
instead of that, it shouldn't be what you make. You should make toddlers make half of it.
That's amazing.
And artists make the other
And
half of
see
it.
what-
and see what the
Because
difference
it's really
is.
interesting. People find art in what they want to find it in. So I feel like the toddler's work would genuinely
Be
sell
interesting.
more than the artist.
It's like
just
a,
to guess.
it's like a new brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Maybe you have a guest
ghosts.
artist each time, and it's always someone fucking useless.
That's
So
great.
you can have like 1 week, it's like the zoo's elephant.
Yep.
is the one that did all the art, and then like the other week it's a toddler, and like the other day it's like a blind man.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
always just someone who
like
would
a
not be good
robot that's
at
been
art.
programmed to be random brush strokes.
The problem is people would pay a lot for all of that. People actually pay for elephant paintings and shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Art
that?
is insane. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
crazy.
so then it's the other way around. You don't tell them. So like the artist one is worth 10 grand, but the elephant one's worth $1 million.
True.
And if they choose wrong,
True.
take it to auction. Wow.
That's my idea. I think
That's a good one.
Should we
That's a
play
good
your
one.
game, Jackson?
I don't have it. Remember,
Oh,
I didn't
really?
get it sent, which is
It didn't
unfortunate.
get
The
done.
Have to
Minion
wait till
game.
next
If you were
time.
looking forward to the Minion game, do not worry. It's coming next
Just
week.
before we do jump on, any investors in the comments?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
For
yeah.
our
If
million.
you did like our ideas, don't steal them. This video is on the internet and we have proof.
Copyright.
And I will
strike.
find your
Fucking
account.
God, if I see The Bachelor on Netflix, I am going to flip my shit. There's no way anyone's stealing that.
But the business email is open, so please hit
If
us
you wanna
up
invest.
if you want to invest
Yeah.
and make this show.
You want to get in on that?
I think Jackson's one is great. I might invest.
I like actually all of them. Well,
except Zack's.
I did have to go first. In my
I was
defense,
going to say, I think the idea is good in theory, and then you were like, wait, I can't get 10 haircuts in a
well,
day.
what's something else that it's hard to find the perfect one of them? Like hairdresser?
I
is
find
tough.
any like plumber, a mechanic, all those people that you have to hire for a service,
You
very
take
hard.
20 giant dumps in 20 toilets
Clog them.
and you get 20
Clog them
plumbers to try and unclog it.
I'd
That's
watch
pretty
that.
good.
The crapshula.
There we go. We brought it home.
So I had a thing I was thinking about, which was what was it?
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves for a bit. Oh yeah, if you had a dog,
Here we go.
if you had a dog,
Well, Zach's got one.
would you not just want a robot one if it was just as good, or
No.
not? What, like in the future going forward, what's
No.
the?
Would you want a robot girlfriend?
That's the question, isn't it? That's what we're moving
That
towards.
is that a question you often
That's what
ask?
okay, but for the
Jordan
dog.
is the kind of guy
Answer
that
the
want to work with
question.
a girlfriend.
No, obviously not. But
Good answer.
for a dog, what if you can't even tell the difference? You just know that it
What
is
if
a
it's the
robot.
same with a girlfriend?
Jordan's about.
I wouldn't do it for that.
You
But for
wouldn't
the
do it.
dog,
Jordan's
Why?
just saying that
Hey,
because Holly's
Holly-
going to listen to the podcast.
Holly
Holly,
would never do
we
that.
all know
Holly
he'd have.
Holly, I would
Block your
never do
ears,
that.
say la 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 for 10 seconds. Jordan.
No, I would not.
If
I would
you
not do
really
that.
couldn't tell the difference, you're an idiot if you don't.
That's pretty
do it.
fucking
I would
optimal.
not. I would not do that
That's insane.
because I'm a human.
What if you currently have a robot girlfriend that you can't tell the difference between?
Yeah.
True. I mean, if we're all in the Matrix, everyone's a robot girlfriend.
that's true.
So back to this dog thing.
Because then it wouldn't poo. There's
So that optimal.
What's the differences? What's the
Okay,
main differences? What's
it-
the pluses and minuses?
well, it's the exact same.
Okay.
Doesn't shit.
No pluses or minuses.
Can we just use
no,
Ollie
no, no,
as
no,
an
no,
example?
no. That's what I'm saying. It's only positives.
And you can change the programming
But
so like it doesn't bark when you don't want it to.
It's
And you,
exactly, but you know it's a robot.
I wouldn't even want a dog, so yeah, I'd take the robot.
Okay, well, for a cat then.
Oh no, he needs to be like a little fella.
See, it's so weird, right? What's the difference? You just know.
The robot doesn't have a
You just know.
personality.
No, but it does. It's
Oh,
the same.
I didn't think you obviously have to take it.
If there's AI, I'm
Yeah.
on board.
You're
Yeah,
actually
it's
stupid,
weird,
but you
right?
won't take the girlfriend for some reason.
Well, because it's weird. It's a robot.
Why is that weird if the dog's
It's exactly
not
the same though.
That's why it's weird.
because you don't fuck the dog, do you?
I mean,
weird?
No.
You can, it's a robot, it's not a crime anymore.
That's another benefit.
Jordan's like, my mind has changed. I'm on board.
Furries in the comments fucking going through Google. Robot.
If you really couldn't tell the difference, you'd be stupid not to.
Well, not to fuck the
Wait,
dog.
wait. Here's
Well, I
an
mean,
interesting
No, but
question.
you know it's a robot.
Yeah, that's
You-
fine. What's wrong with that?
Well, do you not feel weird because it's now a robot?
Like, you get used to
You'd
it.
forget. It'd
Yeah.
just become like your pet.
Oh, we're going to a weird future, aren't we, boys?
I feel like you can get comfortable with anything pretty quick.
Crazy. Isn't it crazy, though? Bit crazy.
What's crazy?
It's a robot.
What do you mean? It's like the dog?
Yeah.
Is this what you say to people when they come over to your house?
Would you do it for your girlfriend then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa.
She doesn't listen, so I'm safe to say that.
Broke butt.
But like, if you really couldn't tell the difference,
But you know it's a robot.
and what's wrong with that?
What do you guys think?
I'm on Jackson's train here. If there's no difference,
You're all breaking up with your girl.
well, this is a hypothetical situation.
It's a
for the
hypothetical
record.
where they get replaced without us knowing, and we never are the wiser.
No, I'm saying
we
you
do know
know.
it's a
The
robot.
whole point is you know it is a
Although-
robot. That's the whole thing.
But then
Girls
what happens to
already
the current?
don't poop, so there's not a lot of difference, is there?
There's no difference for the girlfriend.
Yeah.
But for the dog.
So I guess there's no point, is there?
poo and pee.
There's no difference between your girlfriend and a robot.
That is exactly the same, according to
Yeah.
Jordan.
It's just a weird concept. I guess there's no much more to expand on that. Is
Well,
there?
yeah, I guess I just still don't understand your logic.
I really wish I could have been a fly on the wall on Jordan's first date with Holly. If this is the
Yeah.
shit you come up with if your conversation starters.
Because the logic is, do you care? Do you care?
That's so funny,
about
Jordan.
the conscious to conscious connection or not?
Wait, can
Jordan's
we?
sitting on a date and he's like,
Jackson,
yeah.
you're Holly,
Okay.
and this is your first date, and Jordan, you are gonna.
Yeah,
Jordan, what do you bring
Cast your
up?
mind back. What kind of stuff would you ask?
I wouldn't talk about any of this.
No, you're
really.
talking to Jackson.
Hey,
You don't talk much.
do you want to play some mini golf?
All right.
Okay, I'll go first.
What is going
This is
on?
your first date. You don't bring up any.
We played mini golf.
Conversation.
You know,
starter.
like, hi, I'm Jordan. It was just like,
Was the whole time you're like,
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Holy moly, Jordan. What happened actually?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
We're
What
just
did you
playing some golf.
how much are you paying her?
Is she a robot?
do you think the whole date Jordan was like, oh, I got it in 3.
Yeah.
You got it in 2, just saying statements
Yeah.
and didn't find out anything about
I'll
her.
be
Maybe she
on the
is a
next one.
robot.
He gets home and he's like, what was that girl's name?
He forgot to
He's
ask
talking
that,
about mini golf.
that crucial first date question of, are you a robot?
I don't know. It's
He
a
may have
while-
forgotten.
Do you
Like,
have
this
first
was a
date
while ago.
questions?
What?
I used
You
to
know,
have
like,
questions
you
I
have-
asked people on the first day.
Yeah.
I haven't
You need
been
to
on
have
that many.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
have something like, like it's a classic like movie thing of being like, if you go on a holiday to any destination,
Yeah,
what would it be?
yeah.
Like shit like that.
Plus,
I
it's
think
a good
I've
icebreaker.
Been on 2 or 3 first dates.
And what do you do? What is your...
Hey, I don't know.
Oh,
It was just so long ago. I don't know.
Jordan, you got no game, dude.
No. How are you? We're just hanging out. We'll just be hanging
Well,
out.
you wouldn't like ask him questions.
What you already up to?
Oh my fuck.
Oh.
So you
I don't really have any of them either. Not
What do
that
you
I've
mean?
been on
But,
many
like, but
first
you would
dates
talk
either.
to people and ask them questions about
I feel
them.
like continuing the current conversation for a long time.
We were talking. We
or-
were all laughing just then. It was a good time.
It was not the first time we've met.
No, but I'm saying it brought laughter. It's bringing laughter, isn't it?
Well, so
It's
you
not-
plan on being so awkward, your date laughs at you and shows you
How
Oh,
are you?
yeah, it might
Good,
be
how are
pretty
you?
funny.
Good, how are you? That's his plan.
It's all fun and
I was
games.
picturing John being like, good, how are you? Good, how are you? Oh! And then he doesn't know how to continue the conversation because he's boshed it. And then he's like, mini golf.
Well, situation.
Normally people laugh at this point.
Look, we're all having a good time.
I understand we are having a good time. There's a different context.
It's a good date.
Gotcha there.
Jackson, what's your go-to first date question?
I like to ask, sort of like the hairdresser, just sort of questions that really show who you are in a way. Like, if you were a waiter right now, what would you be doing to us? Or something like that. Like a question that's about the environment and about them.
You know what I like asking?
Yeah.
Stuff about like, what do you think that other people look at you and think?
That's a great question.
You know what I mean? Like,
Jordan?
If someone
At the
looked
moment.
at our podcast
Bit
room,
silly.
someone
Yeah.
outside of the Underdogs,
Yeah.
never seen any of our videos,
Yeah.
saw us talking like this, and they saw our appearances
Yeah.
and made a snap
Judgment decision.
judgment of us, what would people think of us?
What do you think they think of you, Jordan?
At the moment,
Yeah.
pretty funny, pretty chill.
No, I don't think so. I think they think we are the Australian in-betweeners. We're that social level, like not garbage, but like tier above.
Sure.
Not bad.
We're a tier above
Well, we're just
garbage.
like slightly awkward, kind
Yeah.
of
I think
silly
so.
Pretty accurate,
group of
right?
fellas.
I could see it.
We'll get on a movie.
Oh, do you know? Anyway, speaking of in-betweeners, how hilarious is it that new UFC guy, Paddy...
Oh, Paddy Pimblett.
He looks like Jay from the In-Betweeners,
He
and he's like
does.
the best fighter from England ever.
He's not, but he is very good.
He's very
been
popular
winning
right
everything
now.
In the
so
UFC.
far.
And he looks aggressively British.
It's
It's
just-
the funniest thing. Like, if you haven't seen him, guys, get a
I'm gonna
photo
look
of
it
him
up.
up.
Look it up.
He's got like the J haircut from the In-Betweeners. He's got his like pants riding up. Oh my god, it's
What's his
unbelievable.
name?
Paddy Pimblett. He's
Oh, that
really,
just sounds British,
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
it? Oh, my name's Patty Pimblett.
Paddy Pimblett.
and he's got like the straightest bald cut like
He's got
ever,
a bowl
like,
cut, dude. It's like, come on, man. Like, it's how to say you're British without like
Holy
saying, "Hey, I'm
shit.
British."
Actually, after the last person he won, and before the fight, he was like, "I'm going to teabag him like it's Modern Warfare 2. I'm going to teabag," and he
What?
beat him, and he actually just teabagged on his face.
guy's a legend.
after
Not
he,
gonna lie, he looks like my cousin.
but he actually just like beat the guy and then teabagged on him. It was really funny. He's a bit of a prankster.
Massively. I just thought it was hilarious. Just
That's
speaking of the
amazing. How did you
In-Betweeners.
find that out?
I just saw him on like, news
Twitter or
websites
something,
and
yeah,
stuff.
sure.
And I just looked at him, I'm like, there's no way this guy's actually like so committed to the bit of being British.
I think that's just actually what he's like.
It's
Apparently,
unbelievable, dude.
he sounds very British.
Next
very
you're telling me
funny.
that they stop doing, like they don't keep doing the accent when they're at home by themselves.
I wonder if people think that about Australians. They definitely would.
They
There's
think Australia
definitely
isn't even real.
There's definitely people that I've met that are Australian. You're like, surely you're not like this in private. They're like, oh, chubba chiba, mate.
Oh, Jimmy, go,
They're not- yeah, that's exactly right.
grab a couple snacks while we are, mate.
And then his mates, and you're like, you guys don't talk like that at home,
Are you
do
sure
you?
you weren't just
They
saying
do.
incredibly drunk people?
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Australians love a good bit of drinking.
There was a theory at one point that the Australian accent came from just a
Slurring
drunk
their
version
words.
of the English accent.
I could definitely see
Actually,
that.
where else would it come from?
I mean, it's just like isolation over time it happens, but
Do you
where
think
do you think
that-
it came from? Where do you think the Australian accent came from?
Well, I don't know. That sounds good. That one.
I reckon enough people just got hit in the head enough times in a row.
Well, because they're all prisoners, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
they would be not talking so
prison
posh,
yard fights, and then they're like a bit, not so with it.
bit cooked.
Do you think
Try
New
to talk.
Zealand
Should've
accent
done
comes
jiu-jitsu
from
instead.
British people being high then?
Yeah.
Or you're like, oh yeah, bro, like, oh, could be.
They're pretty
I could
chilled.
see it.
They're a bit
Yeah.
more chilled in Australian. This is so bad.
Oh yeah.
Why do we always talk about accents?
Accents are fucking
And when
hilarious.
none of us can do any for
No, that's
shit.
the best.
No, I
Yeah.
can.
Go on.
Go on.
Which one do you want?
Give us your
American.
best
Hey,
one.
give us your top 5, actually.
Oh no.
Nah,
Any accent you
just
think
do
you're
a
good at.
regular American for the viewers.
I'm not
at
good at
home.
American. I heard you doing yours in Australia the other day. That was
What
quite funny.
what are you
All
good
right.
at then?
I'm not sure if I'm good at them, but like the English ones,
You
the
just
ones
said
that
you
are
were good at
close.
them.
Did you say that?
He
I
did
heard
just
that.
Did say that, I
Yeah,
believe.
I heard that,
I'm
fellas.
feeling
He's
so on the
dialed it
spot
back.
right now. I'm feeling so.
Alright, here's my American.
Give me something to say. Zach, you go.
Y'all ain't got anything to say about my American accent here.
Is that like Texas?
Yeah, that's like Southern American.
Okay, all right.
Here's my Irish. Oh, get the bit of potato, so cheese to toy. Then we got
Not
our
bad.
British. Yeah, gonna go to the British Royal Palace. Bit of an Essex accent there.
New Zealand.
Oh yeah, bro. New Zealand. We got lots of sheep and we're gonna be pretty cool. Lots of mountains there, bro. And that's where it stops before I become racist.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Yep.
Actually, not Scottish. Oh, I got.
I just saw Scottish bagpipes.
It
There
is,
we go.
it
We'll
is
have to-
less racist, I think, if we do white people.
Oh, definitely.
things.
That's totally
Is that-
fine. Yeah,
That's,
that's
right,
where the
yeah?
line
That's
is
fine.
drawn.
Okay, here's a question proposed though. Could you do an Egyptian accent?
What does that even sound like?
What does it sound like?
See, Egyptians are quite fair-skinned, but it's in Africa. So I don't know what Egyptians sound
They
like.
are that. I don't know.
Do they sound like they're hieroglyphs? Like bird, tree, river, birds.
They still speak English,
Yeah.
just in broken
Oh, okay.
English.
Yeah.
What is
He's
an
reading
Egyptian
a
accent?
book.
I don't know.
I don't know. There is
I
one.
don't know. It must be cool.
Oh, can I get?
We
can I
got
get-
South African accent. This is one where you're from South Africa.
that one's pretty
good. That's good.
Solid.
We've got British in it because we got. They say bottled water, don't they?
Bottled water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that British accent. Oh, that's pretty
In
bad.
it.
Do you have an American or a
All
Canadian?
real fit.
What's Canadian? Or sorry.
I'm not very good at the Canadian.
Sorry.
Canadian's like no, it's like you got your American accent and then you do it like this.
Before you leave, please press like, by the way. Before you click off. And
We've
I'm
gone
gonna
over
stop.
an hour.
I'm gonna stop with the accents. I realize that nobody gives a fuck.
People
I've just come to
actu-
the realization that nobody cares.
Well, I thought you
No,
were good at it.
people
That's why I
like
was
this.
excited.
People love this shit.
I don't think they do.
I'm going to speak for our
All right.
audience here. They love accents.
Hey y'all, this is American.
No one's
It's
good.
not that different to anything, but you really just enunciate all of your
Yeah,
words.
American's my favorite accent to do.
What her?
And whenever I do the announcer voice, you know, like when I'm like introduced the podcast
Yeah,
last week,
that's a bit
it's
American.
always American. It's
Yeah.
like this summer,
Yeah.
like it's like Australian announcer where he's like,
This summer, coming to a cinema near you. Are you going to the cinema to see this bloody
coming
movie?
to the meth den near you in your fucking bogan suburb.
You got any accents, Jordan?
I reckon we should wrap it up, boys.
All right,
I
that's
don't know
it,
about
that'll
you.
I'm not very good at accents at all.
What? All right. You have a
Yeah,
good
man.
American, don't you, Peter?
I don't think so, but all right.
So I've come over and you're giving me.
We're still
Me?
going.
I thought we
No.
could finish the podcast.
No,
Oh,
go on. No,
is
go-
it finished?
Let's do it. No, let's go.
I was going very British.
I think
And
the
I was
podcast.
going- I was going-
It's gotta go.
We're gonna have a multicultural
I like-
conversation.
Let's try it. We can always bin it.
All right,
Multi-
all right.
Wait,
We'll just
Okay, the four of us are going to have a multicultural conversation. Let's see how this.
Here's the bit. We do Zach's bit. Jackson, press the stop recording button if it's bad.
Yeah.
You have full at any point. So hover your finger over the stop recording. Zach, what is the bit?
Oh, the bit is like we're having a conversation and I'm British and you're American.
All right, go on.
Hey
So-
y'all, what country are you from?
Well, I'm over from Britain now. My name's actually Harry. Came over here from London.